Today I'm going to do an intermediate advanced mat workout. So I'm doing this today over my lunch. My little guy is downstairs doing ABC Mouse on his iPad. So we're going to start standing at the top of the mat. So I'll come to the top of my mat, find my Pilates V, think about drawing the abdominals in and up, sending those shoulders down. I'm going to make a box shape with my arms, energetically squeeze my inner thighs together. Take a deep breath in. Exhale that breath out. One more time. Inhale. Thinking about lengthening, finding all those connections. Exhaling that breath. From here, I'll bring my right foot behind me. I'm going to think about growing taller as I lower myself all the way down onto my mat. And I'll lay right down and get started with some supine footwork. So let's pull the knees into the chest. Bring the hands behind the base of the neck. Of course, you can keep your head down, hands down at your sides, and draw your legs higher to make it a little bit more manageable. From here, I'm in my Pilates V. Inhale to lengthen out, and exhale to draw the knees back in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Try to draw the belly down away from my thighs. Let's just go for two more. Good. Now from here, we'll find arches. So I'm curling my toes up and over as I press out on the inhale, exhale to come in. Really trying to keep my shoulders lifted off the mat. 3, 4, 5. Upper body's nice and still. 6. Now let's flex the feet. Pressing energetically through those heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pull it in. Draw those knees in nice and tight for just a second. Bring your hands down along the sides of your body and extend your legs straight up. So straight up and down like a candlestick. And let's just point the feet, flex the feet and then point. So just a little tendon stretch here. I'm drawing those abdominals down and just really trying to pull my toes down towards my torso and then point my toes up. Feeling my quads start to engage, working that ankle joint. Let's just do one more. Now from here, I'm going to allow my legs to float all the way to the mat. You could draw your knees into your chest and gradually slide your legs out if that's better for you. From here, we're going to go right into a roll up. So I'll reach my arms back and take a nice big breath in. Exhale, I'm going to start to peel up my head, neck, and shoulders, going right into my roll up. I'm going to roll forward, hollowing out my tummy, keeping those shoulders on my back. And then as I roll back, if you want the option of going into a roll over, once your back hits the mat and your hands come all the way down, allow your legs to float up and all the way over for a little roll over. And then as I articulate down slowly, once my bottom hits the mat, curl my head, neck, and shoulders up, bring my arms forward, tip my legs down, come up and over for my roll up. Now if that doesn't work for you, just keep moving through your roll up. Up and over, reaching long through my fingertips, and then articulating down. Once my bottom hits the mat, I curl my head, neck, and shoulders up, reach my arms out, and hinge forward. We'll tip my legs forward, really. Still in articulation. Let's just do two more. Nice way to warm up. And it's perfectly fine if you just stick with your roll up the whole time. One last articulation down. One more time to take a big stretch forward. And then I'm just rolling all the way onto my mat, letting my hands drape along the sides of my body. Drawing my knees into my chest. I'm going to go into my 100. But let's just do half of our 100 and then go into some single leg circles. Then we'll come back for the other half. And then we'll do the other leg for our single or one leg circles. So I'm curling all the way up. I'm going to start with my legs all the way up here, slightly tipped forward, and start pumping. Inhaling for 5 pumps and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. I'm trying to just see if I can curl up a little bit more. Pressing my back into the mat. Last time. Good. Hold right here. I'm going to allow my left leg to come down to the mat. I'm going to lower my head down, grab behind that right leg. Give it a nice little stretch here. So as I really try to stretch the back of my leg, my hamstring, I'm pulling those abdominals down away from my thigh. From here, I'll bring my hands down to the sides of my body. We'll do 5 single leg circles in each direction. So we'll cross over the leg, take a big breath in, exhale, cross over, and up for 1. Exhale, inhale to come center. 3 more, really pulling those abs down, pulling the leg back as you come back up. Crossing over the ankle. And now we'll go the other direction. Go away from your leg on the exhale. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale to open. Inhale up. My torso, my hips, everything are staying nice and still. Good. One more time, I'm going to grab behind that right leg. Give it a little tug just to stretch the back of that leg. And then from here, I will curl my head, neck, and shoulders up. Float my left leg up to meet it and pump for the next set, half of my 100. I'm going to lower my legs down this time. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. Last one. 5. And exhale. Holding here, this time that right leg goes down. Left leg is coming up. I'll set my head down on the mat. Get a nice little stretch here. Pulling that leg back, drawing my abdominals down away from the thigh. Good, and we'll start with crossing over the leg on my next exhale. Down, around, and pull it back to come up. Exhale, inhale to come up. Exhale, inhale. And reverse, 5 the other direction. Crossing over that right ankle with the left leg. 1 more, I think. Good, I'm going to grab that leg again. Give it a nice little stretch here. And then just float that leg all the way down. I'll draw my knees into my chest. I'm going to wrap my hands around my shins, pull my forehead up towards that little space between my knees, and just start to slowly and gently rock forward and back until I can come all the way up to a seat. Hovering my feet on the mat, and of course from here, I'm going to move up just a smidge, going right into rolling like a ball. Okay, so really emphasizing coming up and finding that balance each time, sticking your landing. Okay, so you can get as tight or as loose as you need to for your rolling like a ball. The tighter you are, the harder it's going to be. Let's do 6. Let's go. Exhale to go back. Inhale to come forward. Exhale. Inhale. 3 more. Good. Now from here, let's roll back and stay on our back for single leg stretch of our ab 5 series. Right leg stays in, left leg goes out long, outside hands on that ankle, inside hand is just below the knee. A little tug, tug, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going for 8, 7, and 8. Pull your knees into your chest. Start to rock forward and back. We're coming all the way back up for 6 more, rolling like a ball. Exhale back. Inhale up. Stick that landing. Keep your feet off of the mat if you can. 3 more. Well, let's roll back and stay on our mat for double leg stretch. We have 8 here. So I'm pulling in nice and tight, drawing my heels towards my bottom. On my inhale, I extend up. Exhale, the arms come in first, then the legs. Inhale. Exhale, little tug. Heel to glute connection. Find that connection. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Lower your head all the way down. And let's extend the legs out long. We'll roll up with control to set up for a spine stretch forward. So separate your legs. I'm just going to scoot back a little bit. Separate your legs on your mat. So they're about right to the inner edge of the mat. Flex your feet, arms extended out, shoulders on your back, abdominals drawing in and up. Take a nice inhale and exhale, round up and over. Maybe you can bring your hands to the mat, still keeping that space between the hips and the ribs. Really thinking about finding a little perch in your seat and pulling your forehead towards your belly. Hollow out that belly. Exhale brings you forward. Inhale, you stack back up. Let's just do 2 more. Last one. Good. And we're going to open those arms out to a T, but bring our legs together for a spine twist. So here the goal is really trying to move from the waistband and the ribs. So watch your feet. Make sure that your feet aren't shifting forward and back of each other, because then you'll be moving from your hips. We want to isolate the movement to the upper body, the torso. So take a big breath in, and on your exhale, we're going to open out to the right side. See if you can open a little bit more. Inhale, come through center. Exhale to the left. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Push a little more air out. Twist a little bit further. Inhale to come through center. Exhale. Exhale, reach more. Exhale, reach more. Inhale, lift, get taller. Exhale, twist more and more. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Exhale, exhale, exhale. We've got 1 more each side. Good. From here, we'll just take a little stretch over. And we'll draw our feet in towards our body for an open leg rocker prep. So let's start with the hands on the outsides of the ankles. If you have tight hamstrings, bring your hands behind your thighs. Okay, again, just like rolling like a ball, find your balance point and hover your feet off of your mat. We'll start with the left leg. So let's just extend the left leg out. Keep lifting through the chest, back of the neck nice and long. Bring that leg back in, and we'll go to the other side. Pulling those abdominals away from your thighs. 1 more time each side, and then we'll lift both legs up, and we'll go into the full ideal of the exercise with the roll back. So if you can, both legs are coming up. If you need to hold behind your thighs and bend your knees, that's just fine. So either holding here, or we roll back to come up and hold. Exhale to roll back on your spine like it's a wheel. Three more. Last one. Come up and hold. Bring your legs together if you can. Let go, find that teaser, and then just like you're on your reformer, articulate down. Trying to really reach those toes away from you. Bringing the head and the heels down at about the same time. Right arm's going to come up overhead, and we're turning over onto our bellies for a little swan. So, excuse me for a second. Let's do a little preparation here. And we'll come up for a swan neck roll to start. So find your swan position, legs out, maybe as wide as your mat. And we're gonna start with our hands wider than our mat today. Okay, so find that length in the back of your neck, shoulders out of your ears, abdominals lifted. And from here on your inhale, start to just press the palms of the hands down as you lift all the way up. Find that nice, beautiful extension. Back of the neck stays long, abdominals are drawn in, ribs are pulled back, and then on the exhale, you lower yourself down. Just come up as high as you feel like you can without feeling any pain or pinching in that lower back. Really trying to find that lift from the upper back. So as if, ladies, you can kind of imagine someone's almost pulling you up from your bra strap. They're kind of pulling on it to lift you up. This time, let's stay up. We'll press up. Look over to your right. Roll your head down, around, look to the left, and back to center. Now look to the left. Roll the head down, around, look to the right, and then center. And then roll all the way down. Good. Let's bring the hands in a little bit closer. And maybe even bring your legs in a little bit closer too. Let's go into a rocking swan. So it's our swan dive prep, okay? You have options to keep your hands on the mat. You have options to pick your hands up and kind of tease that hands lifting and then bringing them back down to catch yourself. You could shoot your arms out in front of you, whatever works for your body. So I'm gonna start by lifting myself up and then rocking forward and back. Chest down, legs up, legs down, chest up. Reaching those legs long. And then all the way down, and we'll sit back. Woo, and take a child's pose here. So rounding through that lower back, pulling the abdominals in and up. Finding a nice big stretch here of the lower back. Then we'll come right back down to our mat for some single leg kicks. We'll start with a prep. So we want the chest lifted, finding that extension. We're up on our forearms, okay? Keep your legs just slightly separated from each other, okay? And then think about what that upper body is doing, really trying to stay lifted and tall, back of the neck long. I'm gazing out at the floor way out in front of me here. And I want to lift my legs up as high as I can off the mat, as if someone is trying to slide a piece of paper under my thighs, okay? And I want you to bend the right knee, try to keep that, or the right leg rather, and try to keep that knee as lifted as you can. Pull your heel to your glute, pull it and pull it and pull it in, and then release it and switch. So you're trying to keep those legs lifted as you bend at your knee joint and pull the heel to your glute. Pull that heel down, 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 extend it back up. One more time. Pull that heel down, down, down. Now let's make it a little quicker. Okay, we've got tap, tap, lower down. Heel to glute, 2 times. Tap, tap, lower down. Tap, 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 tap. Let's do 3 more each side. 2 and 3. Lower down. I'm going to just stretch my arms and legs out and then push up onto my hands and my knees and sit back for one more child's pose. This time, I'm going to really get long in my spine, reach those arms out on my mat as far as I can. And we'll turn over onto our back and do a little bit more of our ab 5 series. Oh, looks like I need to make just a quick adjustment. All right, so let's go right into scissors. We'll start with the right leg up, left leg long. We've got pull, pull, and switch. Find that stretch for the hamstring again. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Both legs are coming up for a little straight leg, lower lift. Down and up with control. Down, up with control. Down and up, down and up, down and up, and down and up. Pull your knees into your chest. Set your feet down on your mat. And let's go into our bridge series. So I'll draw my heels in pretty close to my bottom and just peel my hips up. Keep a little separation between my feet and my knees, reaching my knees long. And then on my next exhale, I'm just going to articulate my spine down, trying to bring my tailbone as close to my heels as I can as I set my bottom down on my mat. Take a big breath in. Exhale, find that imprint, peel your hips up. And really trying to tuck the tail even more. Get as long as you can. Pulling those abdominals down. Really pressing the palms of the hands into the mat. And then coming all the way back down one more time. This time we're going to go up into our bridge and we'll stay there. So peeling those hips up, reaching the knees away from you, pressing up as high as you can. Bring a little bit more weight into the left foot. So really pushing down through that left foot. And we're going to bring the right leg to a tabletop. And then lower down. And we'll switch sides. So now bringing more weight down into that right foot. Drawing the left leg up and lower down. And we're just marching it out. We're alternating side to side. The hips push up just a little bit more each time you go to set your leg back down. We're going to come back to the right leg and do some little lower lifts. So trying to keep pushing down through the left leg, let your bottom tap and come right back up. Push up, down and up, down and up, down and up, and switch. Good. Bottom down and up. 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, last one. Good. Bring that left foot down, pressing your hips up one more time, and a nice articulation to come all the way down. Draw your knees into your chest. Just kind of roll out that lower back. And then bring your feet all the way down to your mat. Let's stretch them out nice and long. And set up for some teasers. So let's start by just coming up to a seated position, bending the knees. Okay, and going into whatever teaser variation you want to start from. So you could just keep your feet planted. You could do a single leg prep or right into your full teaser. Okay, so rolling back to come up. Back to come up. Really finding that nice articulation of the spine. And hold, and then just all the way down, melt into the mat. Trying to bring the head and the heels down at about the same time. Now let's go right back up for our full teaser. Articulating up and articulating all the way down. Exhale, brings me up and all the way down. Actually, I'm going to bring those arms back with me since I'm coming back up. Good. And we'll go all the way down. Nice big stretch here. And I'm going to roll over onto my belly. And just go right into my swimming. Trying to really extend through the glutes and hamstrings. Reaching, sending energy through my fingertips and my toes. And lower down. I'll bring my hands to the outsides of my shoulders. I'm bringing my feet together, coming up to the balls of my feet. I'm going to push up for leg pull front. So I'm going to just push straight up. Find a nice position to hold.
pushing my heels back. Think about trying to pull your toes forward as if your hands or your arms are a goalpost, and you're trying to pull your toes through that goalpost, and then the heels of your hands are trying to kind of energetically reach back. And then push the balls of your feet down even more. Holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to your knees. We're going to turn, face the other direction, and I want you to stay or come back to the balls of your feet in your Pilates V with your heels together. So I'm up on the ball mounts of my feet, really trying to find the glute hamstring connection here. So I'm energetically pulling my heels and my inner thighs together. I'm nice and stacked, shoulder over hips, hips over knees. I'm going to clasp my hands behind the base of my neck, draw my abdominals in and up, get nice and long. And on my exhale, I'm going to tip over to my right side, trying to keep my lower body nice and still. Inhale to come through center. And exhale over. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, each side. Getting taller and longer every time you come to center, pulling those abdominals back in. Let's go for a rotation. So inhale, exhale to rotate. Now I'm going to the right, so I'm pressing my right hip forward a little bit more. Inhale, come through center. As I go to the left, I'm thinking about my left hip, kind of pressing forward to keep my hips nice and square. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more each side. I'm from here going to bring my right hand down to the mat and let my left leg come out to the side. I'm in a modified side bend here. I'm just going to stretch up and over, trying to get my fingertips as close to the mat as I can, feeling that nice stretch on the side of my body. Then I'm coming up and I'm going to go over to the other side. Pressing my shin down into the mat, reaching with my fingertips towards the mat underneath me. Come back up. We'll come to our back again. From here, draw your knees into your chest. Bring your arms out wide, palms up towards the ceiling. Okay, let's let our legs fold over to the right side. Okay, see if you can try to keep your left shoulder on the mat. It's a big stretch of that upper body, the shoulder, the upper back. Okay, and then we're going to start to bring that left arm up. And as it comes down towards the right hand, I want you to think about trying to reach it beyond. Reach it beyond that bottom hand. And then we'll open up on that nice big inhale. Follow your hand with your eyes. Let that left shoulder come to the mat again. One more time, just follow your hand with your eyes. Try to reach beyond that bottom hand. Open back up to a T. Left shoulder comes to the mat if you can. Use your abdominals to pull your legs to center. And from here, let's do a little tick-tock. So keeping the knees glued together, holding onto your penny between your knees nice and tight. Let's bring the legs over to the left side. So just the legs, trying to keep the right shoulder on the mat, trying to keep the top knee in line with the bottom knee. Use your abdominals to come back to center. You can even look in the opposite direction that your knees are going. Using the abdominals to come back to center. The next time I bring my legs over to the left, I'm actually going to keep them there. So I'm going to keep my legs over here on the left. I'm looking over at the right. Now I'm going to take my right hand and bring it up and over, following it with my gaze, trying to reach beyond that bottom hand. Follow my hand with my eyes again, bring my right shoulder down and just open up nice and wide. Okay, think about like the mouth of an alligator or crocodile, opening up nice and wide. I'm running out of space over here. Let's just do one more. And open up nice and wide again. Bring that right shoulder all the way down again. One more time. Use your abdominals to draw your knees back to center. Pull them into your chest. And let's just draw little circles on our mat with our lower back as we let the legs go over towards the right. And then we'll do legs starting to the left, drawing those little circles with your lower back. And we'll rock ourselves up to a seated position. Bring your hands to a prayer position. Dive them between your legs. Let's do a few seals to stand. 1, 2, 3, roll back. 1, 2, 3, roll up. 1, 2, 3, roll back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do one more and come right up to a standing position. Push myself up.